Hi everyone, it's Margaret here with 60andMe. Today's makeup tutorial is about makeup from the drugstores in Poland. Drugstore makeup around the world is the theme of this series I'm going to be doing because I am so passionate about knowing what other women in other countries are wearing when they go into the drugstore. They want to buy affordable products that are good quality and that are going to make them look on the outside like they feel on the inside. You know, the makeup that is accessible to every woman. Now, Poland is a unique country, and because Germany and Poland have had a tradition of really great makeup products. And if you look at some of the high-end products that you're purchasing maybe in the other parts of the world, you'll see a lot of them do come from Germany and Poland, that area of Eastern Europe. So my Polish brands, I've got a couple of favorites, but I'm going to show you everything from foundation through to lipsticks and blush. And these products are all under around $5 where I purchased them. Now, if you're going to try to get them online, shipping and other things may add to the cost, but it's really just kind of an immersion into what makeup other women in Poland are wearing, women over 50, 60, and just show you how pretty it can be. Now, I'm going to start with a product. Actually, by the way, I've already put on my Growing Younger Gracefully face serum because I put that on all the time, maybe 10-15 minutes before makeup. And I've also done my eyebrows because it's hard for me to do those on camera, and I'll tell you what product I use for that in a sec. But everything else, there's no makeup on, it's just me. So I'm going to start with this product by Eveline. Eveline is a brand in Poland. It's called Magic Skin, and it's very similar to like the Charlotte Tilbury products that start white and then you put them on your skin and they sort of combine with your skin to make it your natural color. So I'm going to put it on. It's a moisturizer. It's not a foundation. But when I put this on, I just feel like my skin is just, being hydrated and kind of a base for a nice foundation, which is going to follow. Now, the foundation is one I've never used before. And it's a brand I've never used before. Isn't that nice? Eveline. Beautiful product. I love this product. I've had it for a while now. The foundation is by a company called Revel. I don't know this company. They are from Poland. All these products, except for I think one, are from Poland. And I'm going to apply it with my BK Beauty brush because it's the brush I always use for foundation. And it says on the cover, it's called let's see, it's mineral hydrating makeup, so face makeup. So it also says it's matte, long lasting, but hydrating. So I thought, well, that's interesting. That's going to be and I chose a color called Natural. This is always a challenge. I'm just putting it on my brush. This is always a challenge when you're buying a foundation from other countries, anywhere really, in Europe or anywhere, to get the right color because they're not the same tones and undertones, the variety. This only comes in about 6 colors. But you see, it's actually, it's okay. It's going on, and I can feel how that would be considered matte. It's drying almost right away, but I'm not going to put too much under my eyes because I've got a concealer tip I want to share with you. Okay, so let me just put this down for a second so I can pull my hair back and put this foundation on. Okay, Revel. I don't know anything about the brand. I bought these from a website online, which is called makeup.ch, which I live in Switzerland, and I can get products there from Poland, Ukraine, which I'm doing next. That's my next one. And also like Bulgaria, all kinds of places around the world. And I know I'm putting it on my eyebrows, which is fine because I wanted to tone that down anyway. Eyebrows, by the way, I use my NYX Thick It Stick It, which is a mascara wand for eyebrows. All right, I know I'm putting this on without a mirror, so I'm going to just take a quick look. I don't know, to me, that looks very nice. I mean, it feels more textured than the average like hydrating foundation that I would wear. Okay, I think that's actually quite nice. Revel, it was about $3, and that's a typical Polish foundation brand. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you this concealer trick because it's one that I've been watching it on other channels. I think on TikTok, there's a guy called Spencer, who's an amazing makeup artist, and he talked about this trick. And he did a makeup tutorial with a woman. She's, I forget her name, but she's quite famous in the kind of the elderly community of makeup bloggers. And he did her makeup, and he used this technique on her concealer. By the way, I really like this foundation. And I'm going to dab a little bit on one spot, which is always my kind of meter for whether foundations are working. And it's that little age spot right there. And I'm going to, that's actually very good coverage. Okay. Anyway, for concealer. So what I'm going to use, because I did not have a concealer from Poland, this one by Joa. And the reason I'm using it, because I have a powder, which I did get from Poland, which is going to go in combination. This is what he, Spencer, makeup artist, advises. Okay, so you start by not putting any foundation under your eye, but just in the corner. And this Joa concealer is actually really nice. I've used it for a little while. But just put it there and maybe a little bit over here. And then take a brush that you like. Now, I use this one, Hot and Flashy. It's part of the BK Beauty range. And just start by not dragging it across, by bringing it down a little bit into your nose there, and then just gently fluffing it to the side. Okay? Just like fluffing it in. And then, of course, blend this one. This is a nice brush, by the way, for concealer. Okay, so then you just fluff it in. And you don't lift it all the way across or drag it all the way across. So bring it down. Has anybody else tried this technique by putting that, the foundation right in the corner, down, and then just gently across? And then, of course, bring that, always lifting up. That's the secret, go upwards always. Okay, so then the next step of this is to take your powder. This is a translucent powder. The company is Polish. It's called Wido, W-I-D-O. Now, if you've got other beautiful powders, it's got a kind of a turn top. You can use any translucent powder, but this one is specifically for under eye. Wido, says it's for under eye. So what I do is I take that same brush and just take a little bit of that powder and just tap it off. And just gently, gently dab it under your eyes. And you just kind of press in. You don't streak it across. And I'm going to take a few minutes with this because it's really, for older women, I know it's a big challenge for us, with eyes that see a lot. We've got wrinkles and creases around our eyes, but we don't want to use a lot of concealer. But this powder it's like airbrush powder. It's very, very fine. And then what he does, and I would I would leave it here, but he takes a very fluffy brush and does what's called baking. Now, I'm not a baker in any sense of the word, but can you see how fine that powder is? And then just literally dab it on over top of that pressed powder. And you kind of you don't press it in, you just kind of almost just literally, you see I'm just leaving it almost softly landing on my eyes, under my eyes. And then just take a minute. I'm going to wipe this brush so it's totally got nothing on it and it's just a fluffy brush. After you leave that on your eyes for a few, well, he says a few minutes, but I would say just, in our case, a minute or so, I'm just going to show you what you do. You just literally take that powder and you brush it off really, really gently. And people in, younger skin and different makeup techniques will do this all over their face. They'll bake the powder, the setting powder. And I'm hardly touching it. If you could feel this, it's hardly touching my eyes. But can you see the difference? I may be just imagining it, but when I followed that technique, now it is brighter. You can see there's a difference. It's like, it's not the same color, but when I put blush on and start moving things around a little bit on my cheeks, you'll start to see how that has actually made, I'm going to move a little closer. I mean, yes, you can see a bit of the powder, but I'm not going to touch it right now. I'm just going to leave it to kind of just be. And I've tried this a couple of times now, and it really honestly does help. It's, just another technique you can try. You may not like concealer at all, but it's not, it's not a problem. Anyway, let's get on to blush, because I want to show you a couple of other Polish brands. Belle is a line that, if you talk to any woman from Poland, they will say, Belle is my favorite. Belle is the blush. But they do everything. But this particular blush is a cream one. And I personally, I've got to be honest, don't like this as much. It's a bit light for me, but it was the only color I could get. But the quality, the texture of it, I'm going to take a small blush brush and just put it on so you can see. Now, when you talk about cream blushes, there's so many of them now. They're just everywhere, right? This color is not the right color for me, but I wanted you to see that you can get for $2, a beautiful cream blush in Poland. And this is what a lot of women will be buying. Why not? They can get it in many more colors. And I did a makeup yesterday with Honest Beauty. And for me, a cream product. And actually for me, this is very similar. It's got a texture to it. It reminds me of NYX cream products. And yeah, I think it's very pretty. And that's a cream cream blush that's incredibly affordable, and you can pick it up in Poland. This is Polish makeup if you just jumped in. Now I'm going to put a little bit of bronzer, like contour, on using one of the different items. This is a brand called Ingrid. When I first got this, I just loved it, and I think it was about $6. Bronzer, highlighter, and a blush, which I like a little more the color. But I'm going to use this bronzer with, let's see, this is my it's another hot and flashy BK Beauty brush. I've got them all in a jar here. And I'm going to take a little bit of this bronzer color, squeeze it together so you get kind of a flat line, and just dab it into the bronzer, and then just put it right under that blush. I think I should have done it the other way around technically, but I'm not sure there is any right way to do it. And you can see the line that's formed there, just to give my cheeks a little bit of a shape, like on the other side. I never used to even bother with bronzer or contouring, but I would say this is more of a contour technique, but the color could probably be a bit warmer, but there you go. Okay, so you can see the difference that gives you. I haven't got many cheeks left, but you know, it's there. And a little bit under the jowls is actually quite helpful to kind of get that shadow that, it's all illusion. It's all illusion. It's just for fun, honestly. Okay, so that's that. Now, the blush on this one, I really love a lot, and I'm going to use that a bit more just over the top. I'm going to use it on that same brush. Hope I don't do too much here. And I'm going to just leave a bit of highlighter for later, but let me get my mirror because that will help me position. Actually, now that I look at that cream blush, it was actually kind of nice. It had a nice texture to it. And this side too. A bit more. Okay. Okay, so this face palette for the blush, with the blush highlighter and bronzer, was about $6 when I purchased it. But you can get these. I mean, Rimmel does a nice one. There's all kinds of different ones, but get those three colors: kind of bronzer color, a peachy or pinky cheek blush, and then the highlighter. And with the highlighter, I'm just going to take another little brush I've got here somewhere. Even this one. Where's that one I use? The smaller one is always better for highlighter. If I can find it, here it is. This is the one I used on my eyes. I'm just going to tap it off. Take a bit of that highlighter and just put it on the top, very, very lightly. You don't want to bring it up too much under your eyes because that can highlight all those little creases that you were working not to show, or at least not to highlight. Okay, so that's blush and highlighter. I really like that. I think that's very pretty. Okay, I want to do eyes because I want to share with you another way to approach eyes from Poland. These are all Polish products, as I mentioned. So there's a company called Pierre René. Pierre René was a professional makeup company in Poland, and he does a whole line of makeup products, but very nice eye products. And they had a lot of their little eyeshadows on sale on this site. I purchased them on. So what I did is I purchased 5 different just, you know, small single shadows, and I just put them into a little case that I have. But I really love this. This is a lovely base color. There's a white here for highlighting, and a range of pinks. And this particular pink is really, really cool. And I'm going to play with that on my eyes just to see, you know, what happens. Now, I did mention that I didn't have a brow product, so I've used this one, which is the NYX. Do I have it with me? Yeah, Thick It, Stick It. I'm going to just take a teeny bit there to... Yeah, put that foundation over it there. And what I like about this is it actually has got some real texture to it, so you can color and then it stays in place. There's another one by Maybelline that I use. It's called Tattoo Brow, but this one has got a thicker kind of finish on it, so it stays in, your eyebrows stay in place. Okay, so let's play with eyeshadow. I'm going to put a little bit this on the base. There is actually a primer. Where was that? This is the eye primer from a company called, oh, it's Revel. It's the same company that did the foundation. So I will use a bit of this. It's a teeny bit, and I would normally use my P. Louise, but I'm going to try this, which is just going to give my eyes a teeny bit of texture to start with. And you can stab it on. I mean, as you get older, your eyes get all kinds of, you know, little marks on them. Like this one's got a kind of an age spot here, and I'm just going to put this one over here. But just starting with a base is always a good idea, if you're, in my opinion, if you're going to use powder shadows, which I'm going to use. So let me just grab a nice in-between brush, and I'm going to try putting this very light color here, let's use the mirror, on the base of my eye. And I'm not going to take it up too high. I'm really just, you know, like I mentioned, toning it out, toning the color a bit. And let's try this side. I probably should speed this up a bit so I'm not taking forever, but it's such a fun thing to do. And I hope that you enjoy it. I hope that you're having fun watching. And I'm going to take, let's see, I think I'll take that bronzer color from the Ingrid palette and do a little bit of around the crease, but not, again, not too high, because I'm not a big fan of going too high, but just to give it a bit of definition there. Okay, that's the brown from this lovely palette by Ingrid. And you can do this all the time if you don't have a darker color eyeshadow. You can just kind of use that to smudge into the crease line a bit. And I'll just check I've got that sort of even. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. I just wanted a little teeny bit of color there. So you can do that, just put a base color and then a nice dark color. That's really cool. And then I'm going to play with these pinks. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. I'm going to try this one here that's the darker color, because I think it would be really pretty. I'm going to take a little bit fluffier brush here. And again, BK Beauty brushes, my BK Beauty day. And I've got a tiny bit on my brush there. I'm going to very lightly put it on the eye. And oh my gosh, I like this color quite a bit. Can you see the color forming? And this Pierre Rene line, as I mentioned, these are not like cheap lines. They're not lines that, you know, you wouldn't be respected in the makeup industry. I mean, Pierre Rene has been around for years in Poland, and this is a line that, you know, people buy and love, and makeup artists use it too. Now that's the color which I really honestly could almost go out with that on, because I love the color. But I'm going to use some of that light pink, just that really pale pink, to just give it a bit of different tone. I'll just turn the brush over. Let's see if that was the right color. Yes, that was it. Which is going to just put a bit of a paler pink in the center of the lid. Okay, that's actually darker than I would wear it every day. So I'm going to grab a bit of that very light pink and put it on my finger and just do a teeny bit of, yeah, this a little bit better. But still, you can play with pink. It's such a beautiful color for all seasons. And I'm going to take my very fluffy BK Beauty brush. I got the numbers on these. I should put them in the section below. But I'm going to just take this and just bring it all, not smudging it, but just kind of bringing it all together. And bringing it up just a little bit there, so it's okay. That's very pretty. It's a nice look. I like it. I like pink. And yeah, it's actually, even my cheeks being a bit peachy, I think it still looks nice together. And I did not get a mascara from Poland. I didn't find one that I could afford, or that I liked, because some of the products are, you know, luxury lines in Poland too. But I decided to use my Essence, which is available everywhere in Europe. Essence is, you know, Lash Princess, which is the one I use all the time, the green. And I'm going to put that on my eyes. What do you think? I think it's very pretty. Okay, mascara. And anyway, it's Essence, Catrice, those kinds of lines you can find in Poland, of course, and they, you know, they're popular as well. But I wanted to stick with just brands that were just Polish brands available in Polish drugstores. So let's put this on. I'm really loving that pink color eyeshadow. Okay, so this is going on beautifully, as always. I love this eyeshadow, eyeliner mascara. See the difference? And it's just $4. It's such an affordable mascara, and it's I think it's one of the best sellers in the Essence line. And you have, you know, it's in drugstores around the world, so you can get it anywhere. But it's very, very beautiful. I think I have more. I bought this one more than any other makeup mascara brand. It's just so pretty, and it's reliable. I mean, the wand is not extraordinary, and it's not, you know, excessively black. It's just a very, very beautiful everyday mascara. Okay, lips are last, and I'm going to share with you now. This is one of my favorite pieces in the whole set, because it's a lipstick I've talked about before. I absolutely love it. It's by Eveline, the same company that did the Magic Skin, do you remember? And it is beautiful. I'm going to use my my Essence, if I can find it, liner. If it's here somewhere. No, I don't know where it's gone, but the lipstick is here. Eveline 488. It is the best pink color in the world. I love it so much. And I will try to put this on. I've used a lot of it, so I'm going to show you what this can do to this look. It's actually very, very close, beautiful to the eyes. So, not only is it a beautiful pink color, the quality of this lipstick is L'Oreal Plus quality. It stays on, it's smoothing, it doesn't drag, it doesn't patch. It's just a beautiful, beautiful pink lipstick. Number 488 if you try to buy this one. And the reason I love it is the color. It's just bright. It's like my poinsettia. It's a beautiful, beautiful pink color. It's not timid. It's not, you know, half and half. It's just pink. And I really, really like that. And I wish I could find my liner, but you could use a brown liner, something a little bit darker to make it accentuated a little bit. But I love this lipstick, and that's it. That is all the products from Poland that I found. I did have one other product by Belle, which is a lip gloss, and it's called Holo Day, like holiday, but holo, like hologram. And it's kind of a three-dimensional. This was $2, I think, and it was so, so pretty. And I'm going to pop it on just to close and to say thank you for being here. Hope you liked it. If you've been to Poland and you picked up any makeup there, or you know people there, and you have a special item that I haven't mentioned, or if you have a country that is, that you love the makeup from, or if you live in a country where you could help me to secure some products to show on this Drugstore Makeup Around the World series, I would just love that so, so much. I purchased them online, but if you are there, I can send you some money and we can do, an exchange, because I can't get some of the things from certain countries. I've ordered some things from Ukraine, and I'm so looking forward to sharing that, and obviously to supporting the efforts of every business in Ukraine. But anyway, I'm rambling a bit, but this is a holographic lipstick gloss. Okay. It's so fun. I love it. I love this lipstick so much. It's got a purple tint to it, but when you put it on, it's just clear. I love it. Okay, so I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial and our drugstore makeup from around the world. I look forward to sharing more with you throughout the year, and thank you so much for being here, being such a great support. Go out into the world and shine. Put some lipstick on and just go out and shine and shatter some of those aging stereotypes. You're beautiful, every one of you. Take good care. Lots of love.